dressed everyone down and got on everyone before Game 4. You just really kind of shook them up. What was it that you said that shook them up so much?
Oh, I don't know. I told the truth, and I always look at that. I just tell the truth. I mean, at least I try to. And I said it after the game. We didn't play well. They did everything better than us and harder than us. And the greatest part about film is it doesn't lie. Film doesn't lie. And so it wasn't more me being angry than me just telling the truth. And the whole thing though to having a good basketball team, you have to have a team that wants to cooperate, and they did. They saw it. A lot of times you have groups that see it and they still won't see it. You know that. And we have a group of guys that you can be honest with and tell them that, and they take it the right way. They look at it as criticism more than we have to do better. So we did that.
The way they responded in Game 4, is that the blueprint for the rest of the series?
I don't think there is a blueprint in this series. I honestly don't. I said it after the other night. Our blueprint is the way we play. Yeah, so yes, we have to play our way, and they're going to play their way. It's just a hard series. It's two very good basketball teams that very evenly matched. Just a tough series. And so you just have to be ready to play, and you have to be ready to sustain play in this series. You can't, even in the middle of a game, you can't take a break.
Yeah.
When you take a break, they make a run. When they take a break, we make a run. It's just one of those series. I don't know if it's as close of two teams that I've seen in a long time.
But you feel confident that if you duplicate the type of effort that you guys
we have to play
with,
even better. I really believe that. But they're going to. Yeah. Like I said before Game 1, they're going nowhere. And we can't go anywhere. And so after 4 games, the series is even. And that's why.
How do you think the team is mentally ready for Game 5 as they were in Game 4?
Well, I think they have to be. I don't think I have to. We better. They will be. And again, it's a hard series, and we knew that going into it. And I think what our guys are starting to do, even though there is an improvement, we're embracing it. I told them that before the series. Sometimes you have to get in it. I think they've all embraced that this is hard, and you have to love it, and you have to dive into it and attack it.
Doc, I've heard you mention many times before, even when you were on the East Coast, about how important fundamentals are when you get to the postseason.
Yeah, execution. I thought we did a great job. It's funny, after each loss, the other coaches have complained about execution. I don't think that's a coincidence. After we lost Game 2, I was upset about our execution. After Game 3, I was. After last night, Pop was. And, it's going to come down to those little things. The more evenly matched the teams are, the more that's going to come into play. And, we have to have it. And we can't, you lose your focus sometimes. And if you do in this series, it's going to cost you.
What is the greatest kind of set the tone, not only with this production, but its resolve on the court for these
I think there's a lot of things. Chris, clearly, I thought our bigs set the tone yesterday with their ball pressure. I thought they got up right away. Instead of laying back, I thought they got up, set the tone. I thought Chris, obviously with his play, set the tone. There was a couple, to me, things that didn't get noticed. Blake got 20 rebounds. In a year where people, he hasn't rebounded as well because he's done more things. He went in and, that thing we talked about, what are you going to do different or more than what if someone took away something from you, what else can you do to help the team? Well, Blake decided, well, I'm going to help the team by getting 20 rebounds. I thought Baby yesterday was fantastic. And I don't know if he even scored a basket. I'm not even sure. I don't even know how many rebounds he had. But statistically, if you looked at Baby or analytically or whatever we call stats now, Baby wouldn't look good. But anybody who watched that game saw that Baby had a huge imprint in the game. And so those are the things we have to do. And they have the same thing on their side. They have guys doing Patty Mills in the game. I mean, it's just one of those things.
What is it about the playoffs and Spurs in general that has made each game kind of different in terms of that dynamic?
Well, the playoffs, I don't know if it has anything to do with it. It's just your opponent. The Spurs are just really good. They're very fundamentally sound. They have a certain way, and you just have to play your way. You can't get caught into them. We're not going to be them. We're going to be us, but we have to be the best us possible.
Going into the series, you said that San Antonio, one of the big advantages, their team ended up getting higher. How's your team handled the highs and lows of the series? Have you been pretty happy with it?
Yeah, clearly after game 3, we could have gone the other way, I guess. But I think we've been that way all year. I think we are emotional, very emotional. But I think as far as the play, we've been pretty solid. We've been pretty good all year.
Is that a unique combination to be able to be that emotional, but still be able to kind of not?
Yeah, I don't know if it is, but it's who we are. Like, I can't fight that. I would love to have the poker face of San Antonio, but I mean, have you met our guys? They're not going to change, and I'm not going to try to change it. It's funny. Last year, early on, I actually trying to. I don't know what in the game I told us we need to be more calm, and we were awful. And I was thinking, you know what, this is who we are, but we got to walk the right line. And sometimes we do go over that line and it hurts us. But I think we've gotten better.
When Austin has a game like that yesterday, how cognizant is any part of it? Like, that's my son out there.
Not much, it's funny because I look at them as my kids, like the team. And so I think that helps me. I've always said that. And so that's the way I look at it. I was proud of him. Later, I guess, driving the car, you're proud of him as a dad. During the game, you're proud of him as your player. I gave Baby the biggest hug last night because I probably have to because it's Baby. But Baby, he needed him, and so, to me, that's how I view it.
So it's after the game, maybe that it's something a little
bit. Yeah, because everybody calls you, and I don't. Obviously, if you've tried to call me, I never answer the phone, so that doesn't work anyway. But yeah, you get that. But honestly, it's been different than I thought in that way. I don't view it, right now. I just can't. I don't allow it to play a part in my thinking.
The exit interview.
Huh?
The exit interview.
Yeah, that'll be different. Yeah. But right now, you just kind of, we needed somebody, and tomorrow could be someone else, and that's basically what I've been saying about our team and our bench all along. That, it's funny when you watch everybody. No one's playing more than 8 guys. There's a lot of guys playing minutes, but when you look at the real minutes throughout the playoffs of every team, it's 8 guys, 9 guys. Sometimes it's different guys, and even with us, like we've played those 8, but it could be 9 one night, it could be 10. So we just don't know.
We talked a lot about basketball. Kids were really sometimes. His performance was pretty reliant last night. And most nights he made all 6 in a row during it.
Yeah, crucial period. Yeah.
What is that?
He's tough. I think he's just a tough kid. He really is. He's a mentally tough kid. He's human. He's made his mistakes and all that, but he's just as tough as I've known. He's mentally tough. Very serious. About basketball, like as serious as anybody I know. I don't know if that's good or bad sometimes, but he's very serious about it, and it's been good.
In those moments.
You feel like you kind of need that because you don't want to have two going back to 6.
No, you clearly don't want to do that. But listen, game 5 is no game close. I think they're thinking the same way. So, but I think in this series, I've been saying it all along, every game someone's played yesterday. And last night I thought both teams played yesterday, because it's not one of those series where you can't. It's not the finals, but you felt like that's how it's being played intensity-wise. So you just got to do it.
Does it take desperation for a team to find out who they really are?
Yeah, I think it takes something, like that. You definitely find out who you are under more stressful situations. There's no doubt about that.
But when it comes to playoff basketball, there's so much talk about how the game slows down. But getting up and down the court is more conducive to you guys' style.
The game really slows down, but the pace doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we did better. We kept our pace. Even when we were in half court, we played at a pace. That's what the Spurs do. They play at a great pace all game. and we did it bad finally, and that was important.
You were kind of yelling at me for one timeout.
Yeah, that's the only time all game that I got angry at everybody. But I mean, we just out of nowhere, we just started walking and all of a sudden they cut. I think they cut 6 points off like that, and we have to keep that pace. I actually told me, anybody tired, call a timeout. You don't even have to ask me, just call a timeout because I'd rather have a timeout wasted than our pace wasted.
And talking about the seriousness when you're talking about Chris, and you said when he was on the bench for those 46 seconds, that minute, it felt like 20. With him, is it the same way?
I'm sure it is, but that was hard because, down the stretch of a game, you want your point guard on the floor. And, that's not anything we want to have to go through a lot. Not any team would tell you that with their key guys. So that was good. We got that minute. And it may have given them some rest, too, but we don't need that again. I don't.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.